Hey, what is up everybody and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon. My history with this game is same as Slay the Spire and Isaac, where I played on Switch, and this is my first actual Steam copy. Butcher Circus is a PvP, which we might dabble with. Okay, so I asked around a bit, and because I played on the light version. I keep this rambling going. I'm gonna have an incredibly long video again. And I don't want that just because of upload times. So people told me to take off Crimson Court. Yeah, they said that it's a bit much, but District is cool. The Flagellants or Flagellants, or I'm just gonna call them the Flagellant guys. If you have a problem with that, I'll change it. Whatever. Shieldbreaker is cool, and the Color of Madness is cool. But apparently this is just hellish. See, this is what I did on my Switch, and I never finished the game because it's too bloody hard. But I don't want to be called a wimp, and I'm sure you guys would actually enjoy seeing the rage from within my soul. Spankerton. Yeah? Alrighty, we're going to Spankerton. Wait, how do I... Okay, I just select Spankerton. Okay, so my history with Darkest Dungeon, I played probably 60-70 hours of the game. And I really do... I'm gonna skip this. You guys, I'm sure you guys have seen this, okay? When we actually here, just wait for the Wayne Jr. voice lines. Come on. Absolutely love the game, and I've been wanting to play it again. And I saw the PvP stuff come out, and then I realized that I actually haven't touched this game in an incredibly long time after rage quitting my Radiant playthrough on my Switch. Had a bit of a voice crackle there, and I've been wanting to get back into it. Am I going to finish a playthrough? I'd hope so. I would love to, but
brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
I feel like this game's still incredibly loud, even though I turned on the volume. So let me just quickly drop that down a bit more, just enough to mask the crappy quality of my mic. There we go. Yeah, history of the game is I absolutely love the game. The art style is incredible. I have unfortunately never finished it. I have gotten to the end several times, and oh Wayne, I need all the confidence I can get. I've gotten to the end several times. This is always cursed or never cursed.
Glittering gold,
Trinkets and baubles paid for in blood. Sorry. And I would love to actually play the game properly. This makes you fall back, doesn't it? No, it does not. That is point blank shots that you're thinking about. So I'll just... You should be able to hit from there. Anyway. We're gonna lose characters. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I won't actually cry, but it's just gonna suck. And I should have gone for a stun. And this isn't really a game that I can just ramble over like I did in our Monster Train. So I think you should actually be focused by him. And I think that's why I'll struggle with that as well. Anyway, so I really love the game. The art style is incredible. The soundtrack is great. The level design, it's just beautiful. Full stop. From a music, art, direction, game design, everything. It's just you sack a poopy. It's just an awesome game. And I've been wanting to give it another whirl, so I thought, seeing as there has been a bit of a resurgence because of the PvP, I'm not good at the game. If you want to watch someone who's good at the game, you're in the wrong place. But you want to watch someone who loves the game and will absolutely... How do I see how much damage this is going to do again? 3-6. I want to see someone who's absolutely going to hate it by the end of this playthrough. Whether it actually finishes or not is a completely different story. Now, while we're in the tutorial, I want to do a quick ramble on... And then we finish the tutorial. This is always poison. This is always a trap. I can never... You can continue adventuring. Yeah, it's always a trap. Okay, so for the people who don't know what Darkest Dungeon is, I'm going to give you a quick brief rundown. It's a turn-based, side-scrolling, dungeon-crawling, difficult game. Where you have your class characters, they each have their unique names, they can get bad traits and then good traits. Huh, that worked out perfectly. And then you take them, you explore this terrifying world, you collect loot, you give them trinkets, you change their abilities.
Home, such as it is.
Sorry.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Okay, so goals. These are your game goals. So as you, let me just quickly, how do I even get to the... Okay, you go embark.
A mecca of madness and
Yes, Wayne.
morbidity. Your work begins.
Alright, so this is where you want to end up. In the Dankest Dungeon. So what you essentially do is you have your little town which you can upgrade, which gives you different buffs, ways of focusing your income, balancing your money, balancing your stress, things like that. Then these are the different areas you can indeed explore to. They have various missions and maps and difficulties and things like that we'll get into. But the main idea of the game is balancing your rosters, getting them all higher levels, better trinkets, not losing those trinkets because you can lose your loot. Managing your money, managing your town upgrades, managing your... It's essentially a management game wrapped in an absolutely terrifyingly difficult world. And that might just be because I am, not might be, not sandbagging, I am bad at the game. Like I'm not even going to pretend like I'm not. So this is where you can see where all of you people died. The story is essentially, you get a letter, you come back to your ancestral home, and it is just overrun by monsters. So you're trying to fix it and then go to the Darkest Dungeon and find out what actually happened.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Yeah, I don't want to talk over Wayne.
Way to us now that the road is clear.
So because we came in and cleared the road, we can now get units from the stagecoach. There are a bunch. I don't even know how many there are. 15, 20? No, it can't be that many. 15? 13, 15? Anyway, there's a lot of different units, and you can use these thingamajiggamabobs to upgrade.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune.
I think that's the best thing to do at the start. Sorry, I keep cutting out. Here you can buy trinkets from her. This you can also upgrade, as with the other things.
Gathered from all the forgotten
More trinkets, better prices. This is where all of your dead boys end up.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Alright. Later on you get a survivalist, blacksmith. You can upgrade where you can upgrade the way it's got a lot, guys. Like it really has a lot. So without further ado, let's actually just, we're already at 10 minutes, and it's not, I want to make it short videos. It's literally the upload time is disgusting. So we'll go here. You can pack out your units. You can click on them. Red Hook is the developers though. So good party comps will have specific names, and this one's called Red Hook because it's the one you always start with. I think you always start with it. This is the position they prefer to be in. These are the positions they prefer to hit. So then you can see that on all of the classes essentially. She likes being second actually. He likes being second or third. This can be fired from there, can be fired from there. Open vein can be cast from there. Okay, so that's what we're actually going to do. And then he prefers to be there, but if you do that, then he can't do what he's supposed to do. So we're just going to stick with this. We can't cast Incision, but everything else we should be able to do from there. Then the game also heavily leans into RNG, but let's just actually... Oh lord, I don't think I can remember how many of these I need. Like, I think you need a key, you need a shovel, you need 6 food, and 6 torches. Guys, this might be a screw up. But hey, I'm here. You haven't purchased much food. You should at least take 8. I feel like you're lying to me, but because you said that, I'll take 10. I feel like I don't have enough torches now either. There will be prompts on tiles that require you to, like, it's like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of exploration mode. Explaining this is overwhelming, and my terrible memory isn't really helping. So instead of just constantly trying to explain it, I will just run through it with you. While you walk through these passages, you will encounter enemies or things that could cause stress. You can find random loot like that. Your light level, the higher it is... Okay, it's right click.
The promise of safety.
As Wayne just suggested, it makes you feel safer. If you have high light level, you have a chance of surprising enemies, which means your party gets to go first. Grape shot 3 to 5, or we can just go for a solid 5 to 9. They can't bleed, so let's stay away from that. Let's just go for the 5 to 9. Alright. Is this the only thing you can do from back here? No, you just can't hit. Okay. So this will give... This is a stun? Shuffle or stun. Okay, you're definitely going to die, so on the off chance... You know what? I was going to try and be clever, but it turns out that I am not. Baby. So another thing, if you're familiar with XCOM as well, what does happen a lot is that you get screwed by RNG, and that is generally when the tilt...
This expedition at least promises success.
I can't remember what you're supposed to put here. A key? A shovel? I don't remember.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
And then you get a scouting chance when your torch is higher as well. And scouting allows you to see, okay, there's going to be a battle there, there's going to be an obstacle here. This is why you bring shovels.
Even the cold stones
You lose, or you gain stress. Stress leads to bad things and then eventually death. I should have popped a torch. It worked out better. But if you can stun her, maybe pull her forward. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then melee, we can do that. We can just go for another stun on... Do stuns override surprised? I'm actually going to leave this. Let's go for... They're generally best to kill flippin' hell. Okay. They're generally best to kill first. Because they inflict stress. And stress is a killer. In this case, stress is the thing that screws you over throughout the entire dungeon, and then HP is the thing that screws you over per fight, which is kind of true, but not really. Pop another torch before we go into the door, which was unnecessary because there's nothing in this room because we scouted it earlier. I'll go up, down, up, out. And so the general idea of this game is just manage your stress, manage your HP, manage your gold. Try and get loot. Actually going pretty well, although my memory of this game is so bad right now that I don't remember what interacts with what anymore. But it'll be fun to... That's definitely a key. Yeah, that's definitely a key. Blight. Do we want to blight her? Or do we just want to stun? Let's just stun her instead so we know that we won't... Oh, poopy. Let's crit her? Question mark. Not bad damage. Because if they weren't surprised and weren't stunned, weren't critted, weren't killed, I'm still going to go for the stun on her because she does still have her turn, which is indicated by this little line. Okay, she can just not be stunned, and this is why you don't like her. She is the support that makes your life hell. Now our entire lineup is Mishi-Moshi. That's a nice attack because it hits both enemies, and then you might be able to take him out with one of these. 5. Yeah, now you're seeing what Darkest Dungeon is, and this isn't even the worst form of it. It gets much worse. Much worse. As the fiend falls, the faint hope blossoms. Oh, Peanut Gallery, at least she's stunned. Good lord. Die? Okay. Okay. As you can tell, I don't handle this game's nonsense very easily. Or very well. I did that so I could clear the corpses because that also moves her around. Just pass his turn, which will give him stress. So stress, stress persists between missions.
A trifling victory.
Key?
But a victory
yes.
Nonetheless.
Okay, and then you can read the journal entries, which I'll leave it on for a bit. I'm not planning on reading them all. I might start eventually, but not right now. Oh, where was I going? Oh, and then I need to reorder the party. I think there's an auto order button somewhere that I'm missing. Anyway, you also, there'll be traps.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent,
which you can spot beforehand. And this game is also about managing greed, and I'm not even looking at the screen.
by foul invention.
And the balance of that is quite difficult actually, because what'll happen is you'll invest a lot into a run and then things don't go the way you would hope they would, and you'd actually lose a large investment. So you kind of feel forced that if I don't, no, we don't want blight, although blight would be pretty good. You feel forced to explore more. These are the high damage dealing units from the back. Stunning them probably won't happen again. Bonus damage versus unholy. Accuracy and damage power. So let's mark that guy. Oh, it's not a mark, it's just an actual damage. So you'll have to try and balance it, and it gets incredibly difficult because of how much you invest into the runs and the characters themselves. And when one of them dies or has high stress, you know you won't be able to use them for a bit or something like that. So it does get increasingly difficult to... Oh, how much does this inflict? 4 points over 3 rounds. It does 1 damage. It's just short. I doubt we're going to get another one that stuns off though. It does get pretty difficult to balance the greed, because the greed feels very motivated, and she doesn't have any healing abilities. She does. I'm just bad. It feels very difficult to do what is necessary.
They can be beaten.
These give you a buff, and you can put holy water in it, I think. No. I think they just always give a buff that heals. And you have other things that give you strength. That give you, you can also explore there if you want to be greedy, but I'm trying to not be greedy. That's the point I'm trying to get to, and that's why I bring food. That's the point I'm trying to get to right now is, I usually play very greedy in this game because I feel like I have to, and I'm trying to play fast and stuff like that. So instead of doing that, I was just gonna try and... Okay, he's got kleptomania, so he'll just open packs and steal it. Bastard. Yeah, so it is difficult to balance the the greed with everything else. We can pop another one so that if there are enemies in here, but I doubt there will be. Yeah. We'll just keep adventuring, going to this last room. Might find something good there. We do still have a key as well. And there'll be hidden rooms that you can only find through scouting. There'll be ways to increase your scouting. Luckily, we have another shovel. And the game has a lot to offer in that regard. I'm so glad I popped that torch. It does also give accuracy buffs and dodge buffs and things like that. Okay. That guy's annoying. And he's fast. But instead of actually trying to stun him, I think I'm actually going to try and blight both the back line. Because the blight will do 1 damage if it hits and then 4 damage on his turn. So then we only need to do 5 more damage. So instead of going for the usual, I'm going to try and stun lock them, which is what I often do. I'm going to try and just get some damage out on them. Thank the Lord we popped that torch for the extra dodge. Then I'm going to hope for the grape shot blast. No. The max we can do is 9. Crit chance is 12. Chance to hit is 73. And that's when the XCOM feel comes in. When you try and tickle your boxes and make sure that you can do something properly and the game just says, no. Sorry, not happening. But yeah, so this is a brief little quick look at what we'll be playing on the channel. And if you have been watching my Monster Train, oh lordy. If you have been watching the Monster Train episodes, can that swing to the third? Can that swing to the third? Let's just actually chance to hit and stun. He's got more protection. I'm actually more scared of you. Just stun this guy. There we go. On his turn, he'll die. That's what we've been trying to do for a while now. Here's a brief look at the game. Yes, it hurts. He will die on his turn. Oh. No, that didn't stack. Hopefully she can just hit at the back. Hopefully you can kill one of them. Nope. But the game is pretty self-explanatory. As you explore, you'll understand more and more and more. Or as I play, you'll understand more. And it's a brilliant game. I really do hope that you guys enjoy it. Like that corpse still had blight on, so it disappeared. And I'll try and cover more of the bases and how things work as we play, and we'll figure out things together, like what interaction works and what. I could just Google it, open the wiki, have it open on the second page, and all that. But I kind of want to do a blind run. I don't know if I can call it a blind run, but a rusty run. No, let's call it a rusty run. I want to do a rusty run. So I think that'll be it for the first episode, because I don't really want to reach the 40-minute mark. And if we do one more run now, if we do one more run now immediately, then we might actually hit the 40-minute mark. And these videos are just take too long to upload. A fair weather fighter. So if he's got max HP, it does 20% more damage. That's not bad. She will often look at gross things which could have bad. And same with him. Your characters will just interact with things on their own as you walk past it, which does suck, but
the tents are pitched.
Yeah, so it tells you about the negative quirks. They're called negative quirks. And then you can remove. I don't know. I want to click on this. Then you can go to the Abbey for stress relief. So you can put them in here. And later on, there will be negative quirks that will say, I don't want to do X, Y, and Z for stress relief, and I don't want to do X, Y, and Z for this and that. Oh, this is the multiplayer one. I would like to do this as well. So if you guys would like a second kind of Pauly Plays Darkest Dungeons feel. Oh, I love Owen Jude. Oh no, I'm clicking on these things. He's just gonna keep talking.
Are the only means to ascension.
So good.
Claim your spoils. They are hard earned, and the previous owner will not miss them.
That's a good one. Holy poop. Okay, you can go pretty far. I can design my own. Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Debased lovers
For
locked in an eternal
the
embrace.
rest of this. Oh, that's cool. This is apparently the worst DLC because I just played the base game on my Switch. I don't have any of the DLCs. I really do like that though. It looks so cool. Standard. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, you can't really see any difference. What is this? Is cool though. Oh, you can customize the top. You can have the piggy hook. Oh, you have to actually like. Oh. You actually have to like kill them to unlock it. That is really awesome. I do like the way they implemented this. That is really cool. Oh, it's flying around it. So 9 and then this. Can I not click on this? Oh, I just didn't click on that. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, I like that. Oh, they were obviously designed to look cool together. Anyway,
New coat of arms for a most deserving champion.
I wouldn't call me that, Wayne. Dueling grounds. Find a match. Return to the hamlet. Alright, so you also have trinkets and stuff that you can apply on your characters, which I definitely probably should have done. Trap disarm chance. I really wish you could actually do it like that, but that's just me being nitpicky and stupid. Blight resist. Disease resist. Debuff resist. But it minuses dodge. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue right now. We can't unlock these yet because we haven't unlocked the guild yet. So that'll pretty much do it for this episode. I'll try and explain better and more as we carry on.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
I can't instruct Dwayne. Okay. So these are some interesting characters. More loot spawns, just full stop when she's in the party. Incredibly good buff hero. Just stand in the back line and support second or third position and just support. He's incredibly good. We can even be a tank on the front line, and this is one of my most loved and hated characters in the game. So guys, I really appreciate it if you did actually stick around to this point. I will be doing more of these. I'll probably be a Monster Train episode a day and then a Darkest Dungeon episode a day. I don't know how long we're going to do Darkest Dungeon. I would love to finish it, but I will probably reach a point in my run where I just can't continue because I've screwed up too badly. But anyway guys, if you did stick out, thank you very much. If you did like the video, leave a like. You got any advice for the game, put it down in the comments, and I'm always looking at the comments, although there aren't any. And I hope you guys are having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, and I'll check you guys later. Bye bye.